hero, and they're very popular at the moment.
Mobile initiators were the thing over the summer. All through TI seems to have carried on. Shaker, Sand King, Batrider, Puck, still pretty popular in the meta. But if there's a couple that stand out, it's Necro, Night Stalker, Lich, Veno. All of those seem to be very popular in recent weeks.
Yeah, and they're going to get banned, as we say already. Lich and Night Stalker get taken out already. But
and then the Lich.
We saw at Starladder, Earth Spirit rose to the top, at least in win rate. I think he was, what, 70% win rate or something?
90.
Oh, I thought it was
90.
Yeah, I think it was 90.
90.9.
Oh
I only lost one game
whoops.
out of the 11 picks.
I did not know it was that high.
Yeah.
That's pretty absurd. Yeah. He's getting nerfed. Anyway.
Again.
No, I think he's going to be a very played hero in this one, and especially in this matchup. It's already left in the pool. And
there's a lot of good heroes left.
3 of the 4 that we talked about are banned.
Yeah. It's the funky moment here, Ben. The fact that Infamous can play a really wide range here, and they can throw a few spanners in the works and stuff that isn't quite meta right now, but very happy to play some odd heroes.
Yeah, they can change. They definitely change up a few.
10 seconds remaining.
We have seen, like you mentioned, like so much variety. These guys, just looking at like the recent 5 games, that everybody's playing a different hero or different licks and like that. But this is actually this looks like a little bit of a deny pick. But I think this hero is also just rising to fruition.
Hey.
GD takes out the GK spawned with their Clockwork, one of their most played heroes, is very good versus Jakiro.
I just like the fact that Jakiro's in the meta now.
No,
It's
I tried to ignore it. I tried to jump over it.
Come on,
and
it's the first game of my return to Dota 2 for months on end, and look what happens.
Maybe that's why they did it.
A Jakiro first pick. I mean, you know, just saying.
Did you have a talk with them before this game, Paul?
I did have a chat with Maybe, and he said maybe.
His name is Somnus now.
It's Somnus now.
I know. It's not though.
Does anyone know what
it's
Somnus
just
is?
not.
It's from an anime, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's Somnus M.
Yeah,
apparently.
but it's just not. Sorry.
10 seconds remaining.
No.
No, I refuse.
You're not gonna call him Somnus? I like that name. It's pretty...
5 seconds remaining.
Song in there somewhere. But.
Yep. Also one of their top played heroes. Pepito used to play in the off lane all the time. No shocker to see him grab it up.
How did Nyx get this far?
Yeah, Nyx is.
Yeah, Nyx has been pretty popular as well. Again, flexible. Can be played different ways, different roles.
Usually on the 4 role lately, but
Usually.
yeah, still. I think this one's still like a bit of a flex pick with the Jakiro. We've been seeing that hero ran in several different roles.
I was going to say, that's all over the place.
Yeah, everywhere. We've seen, Complexity's ran in safe lane. That's one example. We've seen a lot
I still don't think he's a good
running
mid.
That does not sound like an FY hero, though.
Yeah,
it does not.
He's not a good mid either. I don't
Situational mid. I think he's good versus like TA and DK,
sure.
and that's like exclusively it. All right, we get one green hero banned. Rejoice.
Veno next.
Veno next, and then Earth Spirit. Let's go. Maybe I think Earth Spirit's probably going to be let through since they've already probably shown their 4 roles. I guess Infamous can still play the clock or the puck in different situations, but
5 seconds remaining.
Do you think LGD have to be careful here for 357? He hasn't got a massive pool of players, has he? Even from when we back 4 years ago.
I mean, that's hard to compare now, right?
I mean, like, what does he play in this meta, right? And the question is, does he play what Yao used to play when he was the 5, or does he take more 4?
I think he'll probably play this Jakiro, in my opinion. Yeah, I think so.
As
It's
a
just a
5?
hero that, I think it's just you run the towers and.
No.
You know,
That sounds like a Yao hero to me.
Maybe it is.
Yeah,
I thought definitely sounds like a Yao hero.
Yeah, I mean, he does play it, after all. It is one of his top 5 in this particular match.
I remember when Yao just used to play Rasta or Shadow Shaman all the time and just suicide for towers. That sounds like, okay, that's Jakiro
That's
instead of a different hero.
It feels so.
Gonna do that.
Paul disagrees.
No, I don't disagree. I mean, I'm just. What else would you do with him?
Good team fighter.
Quite.
Good team fighter. By Veil, by Yules.
By Veil.
Set up for Puck so he can't blink out.
Mm-hmm. It's so strange seeing 357 like wearing 357 wearing the headset playing. It's been so long. It's such a throwback.
Veno got banned. High five.
Yeah, woo! Man,
another green.
You don't want to high five me.
Not right now. Studio. All right, where do we go?
More green hero, right?
2.
Oh, Bloodseeker. That's also been a very rising hero.
Also very situational, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's why I'm like trying to think what a hero they might want
Lifestealer,
because they ban it.
Lifestealer is really good versus those two.
Yep, definitely. Good vehicles already for the Lifestealer for Infamous as well.
One of Nyx's worst nightmare too if you're playing offlane.
Played it too often though, at least recently. They've been playing a lot of like Jug, Luna, pushing heroes. Yeah, definitely incredibly good versus Nyx.
Maybe he still plays those weird mid heroes. I remember at TI he picked Leshrac. He was like the only mid
one
that plays Leshrac.
Yeah, that was actually super bizarre. I've been seeing a lot of his Storm. At least we were like coming out of Dream League. We saw some Storm Spirit, some Puck. We saw him playing some like I think it was Templar Assassin, and even a couple Mirana mids.
Oh yeah,
that's been like the big
mid
rise.
Super popular.
Yeah, it's been rising incredibly high because that attack range. And people are just a bit more. So Viper, another green hero. All right, 3 out of 4.
I'm always happy that they get banned. Viper, Veno, Necro. Actually, just Viper, Veno.
There's still one though.
Nothing wrong with Veno.
Oh, I despise Veno.
Like just dying to wards in fights. And
those 3x plate wards.
That's later on. I mean, that's later on.
Yeah, so
it's 30 minutes.
All game is
30
awful.
minutes because that hero gets 30% experience. It is pretty brutal. So Pugna's still left. I don't think Infamous will grab it versus Nyx, but that's also been a hero on the rise. But that's more so kind of like a countered hero that you pick versus something. Incredibly good versus Shadow Shaman, though, because you kill yourself when you drop your wards on the Nether ward.
Not played much by the cores on LGD either.
No, not really too much.
Ten seconds remaining.
It's very different thinking like what they want to draft because they're not playing with Victoria. So a lot of like their like structure would really rely around the way he played, like his Tusk, his Earthshaker, and stuff like that.
Yep. Wonder what maybe.
Yeah, it's looking not so great of a Storm game. I love watching his Storm Spirit, but
Storm versus
rough.
Puck
and Shadow Shaman is way too hard. Disabled and
one of the few that's stuck with the Shadow Fiend is to get a patch. Not many seem to have been playing him, but he does.
Seen that? Yeah, I've seen a couple people like trying to different builds. I saw Miracle doing some Mask of Madness builds, some Solar Crest Rush builds, just trying out to get the hero back. But I still think he's quite weak, and you predominantly want him as like a BKB carrier, and he's not good versus Clockwork.
It's a good PL game.
Good PL game.
Radiant team pick.
Ember Spirit.
Ember.
Ooh,
there's
an old school maybe.
That's a rough one for Ember though versus Puck and Shadow Shaman. Right
Yeah.
now. It's kind of the same concept that we were talking about with the Storm Spirit. It's very hard to play versus these. But
top 5 heroes played in this patch:
remaining.
Death Prophet, SF, Quap, Storm, Moran.
5 seconds remaining.
Nowhere near.
I guess it's just
we know he can play at least.
I guess it's the Ember versus Puck matchup for the chains. Yeah, that's the only thing that I can really.
They already have Nyx though, right? Nyx is already, I think, incredibly good versus Puck.
FY plays Puck as well though. Off.
Wait, what?
What?
Infamous has Puck.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's early.
I was like, huh?
I was like, okay, what's your point?
I was like, excellent point, Paul.
Excellent point. Completely missed the point. Is this Dust 2, guys? Is this the map?
This is actually the new Inferno.
Indeed. Yeah, forgive me. The slow start to them.
They could be doing Wisp Ember too. I mean, I would be a lot more confident in saying that if Victoria were playing.
Victoria were playing, exactly. That's why it's
3-5-7 play Wisp?
It's super hard to think. I think that the Jakiro and Nyx would more than likely just be their 4-5. I know China, at least the Chinese region, from what we saw, really liked opening with their 4-5 and leaving their 3 cores toward the end of the stages of the draft. Good call, Ben. We got the Lifestealer. Hero.
Banning out, man.
That's a Kataro hero as well. So now PL is looking pretty nice for LGD.
Yeah, I do like PL, but PL Ember sounds
way too slow.
awful.
Yeah, they take way too long to get online.
I don't really know what else you get though. I think there's so many heroes that are just gonna die to this bomb that you have.
I think I saw them. I recall seeing some Razor. Pretty good versus Lifestealer.
Oh yeah, Razor's good.
Targeted spells from Shadow Shaman. Sounds pretty decent. It's early. Terrorblade. That's one of the other old heroes versus Lifestealer that's incredibly good, and then it gives them an actual tower pusher at least.
I'm a bit concerned they don't have any saves, though.
10 seconds remaining.
A lot of burst damage already coming out from InF.
5
Terrorblade.
seconds remaining. LGD.
That is one of Ame's big heroes, though. Terrorblade, the Lunas.
Yep.
He likes playing those kind of heroes that can push down towers quite. Tidehunter banned out.
They love fighting around that tier. Yeah,
Yeah.
as you mentioned, they just do that all the time with.
He's also
Ame.
one of those, been playing a lot of
10
Monkey as well, by the way.
seconds remaining.
Ame, right? Yeah, he's been losing a lot on it as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Same with FY.
Yes.
Actually, everybody's been. I swear to God, I've seen
Yeah,
like,
has-
almost
I-
everybody been losing
You're right,
on it.
yeah. When I looked through it, I was just like,
Yeah.
wow, everyone's playing this carried. This is interesting. And then you go, but they're all losing with it.
I wonder if LGD takes Nature's Prophet here. I know they really like the hero, especially when they're
For
working
FY?
with Terrorblade, but good to kind of like shut down the Clockwork and Shadow Shaman a bit in laning
10
phase as well.
seconds remaining.
Sounds pretty good.
I think it sounds quite nice.
I don't really think that. Yeah, I think they can just
seconds
like
remaining.
swarm them down with the TB illusions.
Yeah, TB
And
Illusions,
the-
Treants, Jakiro as well.
So much tower pressure coming in from it, and
Mhm.
they'll buy time for their Ember farm up a bit.
Yeah, because you can see they're already going for later stages of the game, so they want to be able to delay. Trying to think what other options.
I would prefer the Nyx as a fort, especially with the
Yes.
with the life stealer.
But that comes back to what we were talking about earlier, doesn't it? When you pick him early, he's flexible
team
enough.
pick.
Yeah.
You
They
can
do
move
mag
him
as
around.
well. Oh.
Oh.
Is this the offlane Wyvern, or are they just running? We actually don't know. They kind of still have like variety amongst their draft. We don't know if offlane
It's usually
Wyvern.
it's
offlane
usually a
Nyx.
Yao hero.
Yeah, you
But
saw the rise at
10
Starlighter of that
seconds
offlane
remaining.
Yep.
Wyvern having quite a pretty.
But there's a
5
save
seconds
for their two
remaining.
squishy heroes.
That is a save.
But I think playing save heroes is also a little bit difficult versus the Puck too. Puck can kind of nail anyone. that he-
You may now
So
select
Infamous
your
takes the Razor.
heroes.
What?
What?
That one I don't see. It's a mid Razor. Oh, the matchup is atrocious for Ember Spirit. You actually just get
Aren't there a lot of other
destroyed.
matchups though that are like decent for Ember or decent against Ember? Like,
yeah. There's plenty.
so why Razor though? It's not like he's the only hero that counters. I'm just trying to say.
Yeah, they do like the hero. I've seen them play it a few times, but not too many times. I don't know. I don't really see a glaring
Yeah, I'm not sure.
besides the laning phase.
very interesting draft. Our first one is complete. Let's get some very quick predictions from our two men on the panel. Jonas, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna go LGD.
Yeah? Why?
I just think that they have a much more solid draft overall. I think they've got all the tickers that I like to look at. They've got tower push, they've got team fight, they've got delaying the game with the Wyvern to be able to let the Terrorblade and Ember get big.
Throwing items. Yep, all good.
I'm going down with the LGD.
Okay.
Big FY fan.
Yeah, same.
That's his reasoning. That's all he has to say.
That's all he has to say.
Yeah, I think he's going to carry, dude. He's
Dude.
position 1, 3, and 4 all in the same
Dude,
person.
he's Ben Malini Woo. He's allowed to say whatever the hell he likes. And on that note, we'll wax lyrical as winter is coming. Let's head over to the commentators for game number 1.
Oh my god, Red Eye, that was amazing. I really like that. That was great. Winter, yeah, with that wonderful, wonderful display we saw, the panel, they have certain views about this draft. How are you feeling? Do you kind of like the setup? Do you like the Winter Wyvern last pick? I mean, you are Winter. You didn't like it. Talk to me. What didn't you like about it? What are you feeling?
Takes a lot of farm. I think they have two other heroes that's gonna need a lot of farm, and their support takes like Jakiro as a position 5 takes up space as well. He's gonna like be putting out waves, taking some lane, farming some away from his team. So like overall, LGD has a really greedy lineup, but obviously they can pull it through if they get a good laning phase, and the Wyvern is really the Cold Embrace, the BKB piercing lockdown. And laning phase wise, I think should be able to get a good amount from the lane itself. The Arctic Burn, flying around the carry.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of an interesting look to it. You were kind of mentioning during the draft that you like the idea of maybe taking something a little bit different. You're mentioning Pit Lord as a hero, Underlord. I guess as far as the way that you see this game going, what's going to be sort of the big things to watch in the early laning phase here? Is there like a matchup or hero rotations?
I think Infamous will win the laning phase. LGD, like the panel mentioned, Razor against Ember, that's a very, very difficult matchup, and they
30 seconds to
very
battle.
good supports at helping it out. Nick's position for not so great in the early laning phase, so I don't think he's gonna be able to help the Ember much. The Ember pretty much has to have a very difficult time in the laning phase, but then we'll see him, you know, probably making some patience to help his other lanes and free up some space. Oh.
Yeah, down here at the bottom, FY a little bit caught out in a bad position, and well, if there's one thing that Shadow Shaman's good at, it's ensuring first bloods, as that will be first blood going to Kotaro Hayama.
I mean, what was he actually doing there? Was he trying to place a ward? No.
I don't know. It was a little bit of a weird look, but you know, moving into position, and then he ends up getting caught out. That's it's pretty tough, and they have a ward down here as well. This laning stage feels like it could be really bad for the Wyvern.
I guess he tried to sneak steal the rune. I'm not sure, but first blood given away to us here, and we see the Nyx played by Yao trying to give Somnus on the Ember some help in the laning phase. Like I mentioned, he's gonna have a very difficult time in this matchup. I'm not sure how much the Nyx is gonna be able to help him in the lanes here, but we'll see. Both here on the Clockwork, on the other hand, he came in to level 1, like drop his power cogs, tried to burn some of their mana.
And it looks like he's now going to move around to this side as well, up in the top lane, and we'll have to keep our eyes on it. Stinger, of course, going to be there on the puck, and I mean, Ame has a lot of armor on this hero, but with the cogs there, they're able to get a pushback and force out the metamorphosis from Ame. With Yao here as well, they're going to be looking for the Impale, might even just be able to find it, and they get the kill as well. Old Stinger going down 1-for-1 so far.
Yeah, he did not have the orb. He had in the lane. They know that he's not going to be able to get out of that situation. Good awareness there by LGD. Rotation. So I kind of expected the top lane and the mid lane to go really well for Infamous, but with that given away, Terrorblade is probably going to have a much more solid laning phase here, and it's going to be able to push Stinger back well with all the right-click damage on Metamorph.
That's terrifying. Yeah, he's already back down to like about a half HP. He does have a decent amount of regen with him as well, so maybe can try and do something once he gets up towards that level 2. We do have the 2-minute runes that are coming in now as well. Bounty's picked up. It's an illusion down bottom. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to make anything happen really mid. I'll hold off.
Gosh, Yao is actually holding his lane well. 10 CS to the so far. And Yao's going to pick up bottom lane. So far, the laning phase, I think if you're LGD, you're happy. Despite FY giving away like the first blood earlier, but if you look at his levels, FY is level 3 right now. Like I said, I expected the Wyvern on the off lane here to get a lot of experience from the laning phase, as it's quite difficult for them to kill him. He can always like run around the tree when the lifesteal is running at him. I think the mid lane.
Oh, good amount of damage, and is going to be Pepita starting to drop low, and well, Samos is going to end up falling as well, so they get a return kill at least. GD trading off there.
That was really, really close there for him getting the kill before he goes down. But good rotation here by Yao again. Kills both set up by the position for Nyx here.
Certainly getting a lot done. So early on, we're seeing a pretty even play. You mentioned that you felt like this was going to be more favorable for Infamous, as Old Stinger's taking a lot of damage again. Still does have that orb, so he shouldn't be in too much issue. But if it ends up being fairly even in the laning stage, how does that work out for LGD going later?
Easy game.
Okay.
They have a much better teamfight composition later. Their lineup is supposed to suffer a little bit in the laning phase, or even more. Infamous lineup is like built around getting a much better FY.
Yeah, he's down there. He's in trouble. And, well, he is going to get taken down. Another kill for Kotaro Hayama. Talked about also the strength of this guy on armlet toggling heroes. This is maybe going to be a little bit of a fireworks display later. It's against a Terrorblade, I guess, also.
Yep, another pick off on the Wyvern, but still getting like a lot of levels is really important on this hero. Very strong in fights with all those levels, and the early point in the winters is going to help a lot against the lineup. I think all things considered, it's really good for LGD right
Mid lane, Yao trying to set up onto Pepita.
Another rune controlled by the Nyx here. You see a smoke movement by Infamous. No Shaman and the Clockwork. Before the Ember hits level 6, that's...
Yeah, this is really good. They got a full level advantage, and they're going to go right under tower for this one. Battery Assault is already down, and, well, Yao coming in to try and save the day, but Sam is still going to be brought down. Schofield not going to get taken down either, as that is not enough damage coming from the tower.
Yep, pretty decent rotation here by Infamous. They're going to be able to maybe place a ward down with this smoke, so get a call kill, the Observer ward down. I would say you're pretty happy with that movement.
Absolutely. Up top, Stinger again taking a lot of damage there. The Silence almost going to be brought down. Man.
He has the Shrine though, but lanes are really looking not great for... Puck is not getting much as I expected on the off lane.
Now able to get the walkway there with the Impale through.
Was it? Ran up.
I think I just saw them running up there, but that could have been a smoke used as well. And in fact, it's going to be LGD that are all grouped together down bottom. Not sure where they're deciding to go.
Because right now, TV is okay in the top lane to be alone, so now the supports are going to... They don't have a smoke, so they are just going to be around mid and bottom lane. Try and pressure the other. The ward, you're going to scout out 357. Should I say QQ?
Yeah.
Either one. I'm more used to 357 because I started playing Dota 1 like back in the day, and I was always watching his replays.
Yeah.
5 support that I really like, enjoy to watch. Takes very little farm but gives a lot to his team.
FY down bottom is actually getting fogged out and gonna get the TP not quite away. They do manage to find the Hex there in the end, trying to hide away in the trees. Didn't have enough mana for the Arctic Burn anyways. It was on cooldown and they'll get the kill.
At the same time, Arme.
Oh, that's a really big kill there as well. Old Stinger able to get a little bit of catch up.
Yep. Very, very important kill there, especially the one on the Terrorblade. The lineup is designed to have a good laning phase, and they did not start well, so those 2 kills are gonna put them right on track here. Looking at the net worth, so the lifesteal is going to be starting to fall ahead, 400 gold right now, ahead of the Terrorblade. But then again, LG's lineup excels when they have their levels. They have the level 6 on the Wyvern, the Jakiro, the Ember starts moving, it's Remnant, and the Nyx starts ganking in this.
Yeah.
He has a smoke, he's smoked right now, so see, he placed the ward down earlier, so we'll see what he get done here with level 6 on.
This could be tough, but if they do manage to find it, a couple remnants thrown out there, he's very low on mana already, and, well, he does manage to hit the chains, but not really a chance for that as they do find the kill on the Jakiro up in the top lane. It's got a little bit too big for his britches.
Yep, Infamous starting to get the early game back on track with their heroes. Supposed to have a much better game with them. Right now everything is starting to fall together for them. One of the good things about having like Nyx against Razor is like pop the Carapace. All you need to do is like Carapace and then triggers the passive. So you get stunned all the time. So it's very, very easy setup on. So Stinger here uses his AWP.
Alright.
In trouble.
Impale's going to connect. They do have the mana burn, but Coil is there as well as another phase shift in a second.
Yep.
And in fact, they're thinking about
Clockwork's here coming
sticking around. Yeah, they're going to be able to catch onto Yao. There is going to be that Spike Carapace, the snap on the Coil, but Yao going to be brought down with Stinger still sitting very, very low HP. And doesn't look like they're going to be able to punish as Schofield dodges away from the Ice Path. Infamous. They're coming alive right now. 8-2, you mentioned it, and even though the puck didn't get a ton in the early stages, like you look at the other CS across the board, there's 60 for the Razor, 59 for the Lifestealer. They're getting the farm on these cores.
Yep, LGD is pretty much way too many free kills. It's not like you went Infamous. Oh, really, really good moves. They camped in the area, they waited, they anticipated. It was just LGD like trying to do something. They're trying to kill the enemy, get out of position. Especially F1 and Wyvern giving away like many kills in offlane. So fluctuating. He has his Space Boots building into soaring.
Schofield here trying to make it work. You can actually get anything off right there. The Ice Path is eventually going to go out, but with 7 stick charges, he might be able to create a little bit more space and possibly even get a TP away. Drops the cog. Schofield knows what he's doing. QQQ not quite on Rhine. Oh, but they managed to find the stun. Oh, there's a sick play there from Yao. The Spike Carapace on the cogs to make sure that he gets it, and now they will be able to take down Schofield. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Old Stinger goes down by virtue of maybe. Is Schofield really just going to be able to walk away from this? They actually can't catch up to him right now. Yep. He has his Tranquil boots up, and he's just walking away.
Gosh, they had the chance to get him just now, but they got fouled. Dominant here getting run down.
What? Maybe it's just gonna die instead because of it? Schofield stays alive. The great escape for the Clockwork, and now QQQQ, is he gonna go down as well? He almost ends up falling, but they keep him alive.
He actually did not land the rocket. He kind of expected the Jakiro to keep running, so he rocket like a bit behind, and Jakiro stopped and teleported. Otherwise that would have probably been a... But LGD, despite having a much more solid draft and a solid laning phase, but things are really getting out of hand right now. They're giving away way too many pickoffs.
FY down bottom lane, they're going to try and chase him out. The smoke does break, and he's going to try and get away with the Soul Ring. It looks like he will be able to escape, at least for now.
Oh, he's going to be here for some time.
Yeah, it's true. He does have Soul Ring again in 18 seconds along with TP, but I don't know if they're going to chase him down. Clockwork Flare is not going to spot him.
Yep, probably not. So right now LGD's concern would be, how do we get levels on our Jakiro and Nyx? Because right now all their cores are like the Terrorblade and the Wyvern. They are pretty much going to like sit in the lane and continue farming. So the only one they can move is maybe on the Ember Spirit, but he did not really have a very good start. So he's going to be a little bit slow into having his impact in the game, so he's going to start moving right now. Coil.
Oh yeah, there's their down bottom. Can they actually get the kill here? They are going to be able to find it. The double remnant forward, and now Schofield going to try and TP out, and unfortunately he does not have enough life to make that work. Good play right there by LGD with the rotation.
Yep, good reactions there by Maybe. And like I said, he's the only hero right now on the map. He's going to be able to move around and help his team. The Nyx, he popped level 6 actually from that, so he's going to be able to rotate soon. And Serpent was dropped here by Axial on the Shadow Shaman. Going to get...
What? He doesn't, he's not having any of it. What? How? You look like you're hurting a little bit over there, Winter.
Yeah, I'm a support player, you know, when I drop my wards and the carry just TPs in and denies it, I'm like... I just like feel so bad that, oh my god, I just want to leave the game sometimes. Dude, the wards were hitting the tower, the Razor was hitting the tower.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate. Well, nonetheless, game goes on. It's a mid-tower taken at the end of the day, and so far LGD doesn't have any of their own. Razor up in the top lane, he's going to try and keep them from pressuring this too much further, but you got to be careful, Puck's in the area.
Yep, this is what they have to do. Right now, take out the towers one by one. After the towers, go for the
bottom lane. That's gonna be Katarayama Armata going, turning to fight Yao. They thought they had to kill, but not enough, and the hook shot comes through as well. It breaks down the trees with the Arctic Burn wearing off, and FY is eventually going to fall. Infamous again, capitalizing on LGD's mistakes. And top lane, yeah, they're gonna keep the pressure going as well here with Old Stinger.
Ugh, this is really bad for LGD. Like their team play is really lacking, but on the other hand, they do have a stand-in like their coach playing instead of like Victoria, so you kind of expect things to be a bit more rough, and the team will not be as good. So it's certainly showing here in game number 1 here against him. A lot of like botch gangs, ones that aren't really smooth. So right now, LGD. Maybe he's going to get his bots in 100 gold, so that's going to allow him much more active on the map. Like I said, he has to be the important hero, moving around, creating some you know, opportunities for kills on his map, apart from the Nyx alone. So those are the 2 heroes that are going to be moving around. The other 3 heroes, the Wyvern, the Jakiro, the Terrorblade, are going to be pushing our lanes for now.
Well, and you also saw right there that Lifestealer, he picks up the Midas after the armlet. Yao is still sort of scouting him out down here, but not really a great way to go on it. So he's kind of got this ability to scale into the later game.
Yeah, but Lifestealer is never gonna beat Terrorblade, unless you're that far ahead, because Terrorblade has very high armor. Lifestealer is all about the physical damage, and you have Sunder, so at some point you're gonna have to get a Lincoln's on Lifestealer, which is not the most optimal item on that hero. So LGD is starting to put their heroes into their place right now, grouping up and push with the Jakiro. Level 5 does not have multiple points in Liquid Fire, just level 1. He's gone for the max dual breath instead, which is gonna give him like much more wave clear. But I'm not sure if it's the best build here, because I think that they have pretty good wave clear with other heroes, but we'll see. Like certain players, like I think PPD, he does like this build as well when I was watching some of the replays of him playing Jakiro.
Oh, this is big right here as well, though. Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing this rotation in, and
the smoke broke.
Ame,
he broke the smoke.
Do they realize it? Oh, he's going to be caught completely out of position here, and well, every damn hero in the area, they take down the Terrorblade.
Can they get Roche off this with the Shadow Shaman wards? They have enough there. Probably not. So they're gonna move towards the top lane to get the tier 2. This is, I think, by far one of the most important tier 2s of the map. If you're on Dire, that is, because once this tier 2 is down, you pretty much cannot farm your jungle. Like, the whole area is gonna be monopolized by your opponent.
Oh, the big thing about that last thing, too, is he didn't have to use hook shots, so they've got it around for the second round, and Jakiro going to be found out as well as FY. He ends up connecting onto one. This is a big old problem. Wards are down, and you mentioned a very important tower. It's going to be QQQ dead. They aren't killing off Schofield. The Winter's Curse isn't enough. Excel has caught FY. So much damage coming in, and LGD are just bleeding kills. Ember's going to be forced out and away. He tries to jump forward, finds a kill onto Schofield, but it's just the Clockwork, and he's dead as well. Yao is back, and Ame is here as well, but now the right click's not coming in mightily enough, and Yao is going to die. LGD are just being pulled apart. Infamous making it work.
Oh my god. So they popped the meta, so didn't even defend the tower. And FY has been like, he's been making so many errors on the Arctic Burn. He does not like get out in time before the Arctic Burn expires, and he gets picked off, because when your Arctic Burn ends, it sort of like it breaks the trees around the area when you land,
right?
So you won't be able to hide. So you kind of have to time it in a way where if you are getting out, you need to go past a certain area of trees and then go in deeper, so when you drop down, the enemy can't actually kill you. He's made that error like a few times already, like getting picked off because the Arctic Burn expired in a position where he got exposed.
I mean, it's sort of a tough thing, obviously a player trying to transition into a new role with a hero that's being played like newly in the offlane position. Yep. But, it's certainly not worked out for them so far this game, and it looks like
Schofield.
Well, they've got the lifesteal in the area, though, so I don't know if they're really even going to be able to make this work. They do get the Vendetta off and go for the Impale. It does connect. He does have Cogs once he's out of this one, though. He catches maybe inside of it. That will be a kill onto the Clockwork, but now Yao is going to be, coldly embraced. They turn around, take the kill onto the maybe Ember again. That is going to be one kill onto Excel, but I don't know if that's going to be worth it for losing your Ember Spirit, and maybe going to end up losing more off the back of this. FY trying to get away. They don't have the coil, but Yao, Impale, turning it onto the Razor. Looks like Infamous are just going to have to be comfortable with the tier 1 tower.
So LGD, I guess the trade was okay-ish, 2 for 1, but at the end of the day, you're still losing your core. Ember Spirit went down there. You're gonna lose a tower on top of that.
Yeah. Teriyama raging for this one, and that one will not be denied. As Puck just going to orb back as well. Yao is still here. Need to be a little bit careful.
Yep. He was like kind of trying to catch him out with Carapace when he tries to orb away, but wasn't successful there by Yao. I mean, LGD still has really, really good heroes against what Infamous have. Despite the 6k gold deficit they have right now, they still certainly have like the capabilities of winning. But you saw there, a good Winter's Curse, instant death on one hero right away.
Yeah.
And the Cold Embrace is gonna be working wonders with Lifestealer and the Razor.
just sort of worried about their ability to make it happen in time, because it feels like this is when Infamous's draft is so strong, and LGD just don't have anything to deal with it right
getting
now.
run over because they gave up too many kills. Right now, yeah, they got a tower in return. They got a T1 on top. Terrible Illusions pressuring mid. And this is the best you can do from a position that is highly unfavorable for you. You try to get trades, as much trades as you can. So the Shaman wards were committed for the tier 2 at bottom. So LGD is gonna have their curse up. See whether they decide to make a play here. They have some deep, they have like 2 deep, really deep wards down, the top and the bottom, and gonna be scouted up by Yao.
You realize they're all in the area, but can't really do much. It's just sort of like a dog chasing cars. Nowhere left to go once they find him.
I mean, if he's not getting kills, I think at the very least he's giving his team... Oh, this guy TP'd here, so it's safe bottom lane, so someone be like heading towards bottom. But they, like I said, they're gonna try to look for a fight because the Shaman wards were used in the previous attempt to get a tower.
Well, Pepita, he's able to dodge away from the Impale, still staying alive. Do they even have enough damage? Yao purging himself, and
you kind of messed up
now the rotations are coming in. The rest of Infamous, they want a battle. They've caught themselves one. The Winter's Curse is already down. Yao is going to die. And it looks like Terihama, the hook shot, falls and finds FY. He's going down in just a second or two. The orb to chase. Can they find anything else? They've already used the coil, but they find a kill on FY nonetheless. Now they've got to lift up. QQQ trying to stop the stream of heroes coming in from the other side, and Schofield able to get the pushback. They have the long duration catch as well with the shackles there. Down onto one, silence and dead. Triple kill for Pepita. LGD are just getting ran the hell over.
Is that Rex? They have wards.
I think it is.
Oh my god, that was like Ember should have just ditched, and the initial engage onto the Razor was also not enough. Like I said, the Nyx is really good against the Razor. He probably should have used his Carapace and Manavan and get the stun off, so they can actually kill the Razor fast enough. But right now, they are forced to defend their high ground.
Schofield, Yule Scepter lift up. They pop the Metamorphosis as well, and it looks like they're just going to leave the Clockwork to die, and that should be about the end of it. But Tier 3 tower down, access to shrines at this point. Infamous with an 8,000 net worth lead.
Yep, they should be looking to get Roshan fairly soon. Maybe even... Do they even need the wards? I'm not very sure because they have the Medallion on Aman. The rest of them have the Core to Razor, and... Actually no, they have Solar Crest on the Razor, so yeah, they should be able to get this Roshan fairly easily. Cut the lanes, so they have pretty deep vision towards the bottom lane. Oh, they actually have 2 more Observer wards on Excel, so yeah, the Rosh area plays a sentry, plays a ward, Observer ward down. Yep, get Roshan. They don't really need to take any more risks, they just need to secure Roshan, get the shrines, and go for the lane of Rex later.
Well, I don't want to perform the commentator's curse, it's patented, but this to me feels just like a very simple game for Infamous. It
is.
They did everything they needed to early on, and now they're just sort of finishing it up almost.
Probably not the first 5 minutes, but beyond minute 6, I would say LGD made it really easy for Infamous with all this pickup, giving away so many kills.
Yeah.
So right now, Infamous, Roshan down. The Age is on your frontliner, the Lifestealer. Razor has... oh, this is a rather interesting build. Hurricane Pike, Solar. Really good for the Parablade. All physical damage, and he has a casual cloak against the Endless Magic Burst, building into a Shivers right now, but was certainly in full control of this game.
Absolutely. So Tier 2 tower going to start to fall. The plus side that you can say for the LGD team, you've got great wave clear with Wyvern. You mentioned it earlier with the Jakiro as well. Macropyre just get laid down.
Yep. That's why I like their draft. Even with the horrendous position they're in right now, they're still more than capable of winning a team fight.
Right.
I mean, if they can actually get a dagger on Yao, that would be great. He has a 4-staff right now against the Clockwork. That's alright, but...
Looks like FY has a 4-staff being brought out as well.
So they have 2 4-staff against the Clockwork.
Oh, well, might need to use it right now. FY does have it just brought into his inventory, pushes him outside. The coil that was down there on the 2, and now the follow-up. Teriyama trying to keep onto one hero, but Terrorblade dealing a good bit of damage to him actually now, and starting to turn around. They just want to focus the tier 2 tower first and call it good at that point. And, well, that's Metamorphosis out. Wait for it to be down. You're good to go.
Yep, but they unfortunately committed the wards from Axial there, so that's going to be also a big cooldown there, expanded by. They do, however, get the tier 2. So at the end of the day, they are going to still be happy about it. They did not expand the Aegis. They have it for their next push. But all in all, you can see that a wrong move could really resulted in LGD winning that fight.
Yeah.
Even with a 9k goal lead. Like, what if the Wyvern was actually able to get a good curse off there? I think that fight would have been bad for Infamous because they committed so deep.
Right.
So right now, they just want to wait for their cooldowns, try to control the map, maybe even get a gem. Do they have a gem? Oh no, mid lane?
Yeah, they got the Razor. This is a decent way to start it off. The Ice Cat, the full stun lock. Are they going to be able to get the kill? Yes, they will. That is a huge amount of gold turned back around into their favor. Schofield, the rest of them are coming in right now. Is this really the fight that you want to take, though? The orb forward, they still have the lifesteal on side. Time to jump out now.
Oh, the Carapace
up, yeah, that's okay, but the Carapace, like you mentioned, keeping them controlled for long enough. Ame starting to fall low. The great hookshot it meant that there was no Sunder available. Lifestealer still staying alive for the moment. Can he kill off any other heroes? The armlet toggle is there. It's his patented move. Turns around, trying to fight maybe. Looks like he's going to be able to get him here now. The Cogs push back, catches him again. Do they have another open wounds? 4 seconds away, forced out by FY. Keeps him in place, and it looks like Lifestealer's still living with that Aegis.
Yep, that Lincoln's on Lifesteal there. I think Terrorblade, if I'm not mistaken, Terrorblade sundered the Lincolns there. Like I mentioned, Lifestealer has to get a Lincolns against Terrorblade. So I think that fight was... I mean, they lost the Terrorblade, but still, it was an okay fight for LGD. They got 3 kills in return. Yao, they're starting the fight, like I mentioned. Carapace into the Manaban, instant stun on the Razor, and he was able to just follow up with a Pill, and Papita was the first casualty of the fight, wasn't able to do much. I think he's gonna need a BKB though. He's queuing up Shivers, but I think he needs to get a BKB.
Well, I mean, you take a look at this point right here. With the Razor gone, you would expect that this fight wouldn't go well. And maybe that signals to me the fact that they can at least come out like sort of okay with the Razor dead at the beginning. I'd be pretty worried for LGD, even more so.
Well, QQQ gonna be another free here for Papita's gonna sap the damage. So push incoming here.
Wyvern is also in trouble now. And the rest of the team,
they need one more Force Staff.
A little ways away. The Force Staff comes out. Schofield throws out the Cogs. They force out another Metamorphosis, and that might be the call to end it here. But they have been able to catch onto the Clockwork. He's lifted up again in the Yule Scepter and starting to fall. They're hanging on for the moment, not waiting for it. Teriyama turns on to FY, trying to bring him low.
The Force Staffs are winning the fights for LGD.
How?
Curse?
Chase jumped inside of the puck, the buyback from the Clockwork. That's going to be the curse. It's not good enough, though. It's just on the 1, and FY, having already expended that, he does get the Cold Embrace, and Teriyama's going to drop down. That's the Aegis. Now, can they find anything else off the back? That FY able to get away from that X coming out, and now trying to find some more damage here. Yao going to be open wounds. They find the damage. That's another kill. No more Force Staffs available for him right there.
He had his Force Staff on cooldown, though.
Ice Path down. They've caught themselves the Lifestealer. Hook shot, pushing him back in. The Cogs push back onto 1 and catching the Ember Spirit alone. That is going to be a lot of damage now down onto the Wyvern. They blow him up with the silence coming from the puck, and they finally bring down Schofield as well. Stinger able to escape again on almost nothing. The Carapace almost killing him off. The Yule Scepter lifting him up. He's still staying alive, able to phase shift as well. Away from that damage coming in. He gets the silence still. Can they keep this puck down? Can they kill him off? They do finally with the orb catching on that spike Carapace, and well, LGD somehow, some way, just magic their way through that fight.
They just have better heroes for team fights, and like the Nyx definitely did a lot. Even though he made a mistake, he could have survived earlier, but he has the buyback. I think it was 1 buyback apiece, right? Clockwork bought back as well, so I think MVP of that fight definitely Nyx there with his... Like, I think he had 2, 3 good, really good Carapace that actually pretty much won them the team fight there.
Well, and I thought for a moment that the puck was getting away. He almost had no HP, but that last one...
And the 2 Force Staffs from LGD definitely making the Lifestealer look like a little kid there in the fight.
He just wants to come up and hug somebody. It's not happening.
He's up against really bad heroes though for him. Like bad matchups, I mean. Like Terrorblade is a really bad matchup. Wyvern is a bad matchup for Stealer, the Cold Embrace, and the double 4-star. I think they should get another extra 4-star here.
Oh, you see that Yao walked back into it as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was sick.
He played that fight really well, quite messing up with the 4-star earlier, so definitely my MVP that fight. So LGD back on track right now, goal lead left at 3,000 goals, so just one fight. That's the classic, Chinese draft. They lose the lane, one team fight, bam, they're back in the game.
Well, okay, it's a 3,000 net worth lead only for Infamous, like you're saying, but they did manage to take down that tier 3 tower. Since then, they've been able to take down the shrines. How do you see this playing out?
I don't know. I still think Infamous are going to be in trouble soon. They're already in trouble, in fact. They're not going to be able to deal with this Terrorblade. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Alright, yep, that's a lot of damage. Ame, he's terrifying.
Okay, so that's another pick on the Lifestealer. So 2 fights in a row. I mean, 2 deaths in a row. That is actually going to mean that the Lifestealer is going to be behind the Terrorblade from now on, which is a very bad sign. I guess I mentioned during the draft with you, Lifestealer has to be ahead to be able to fight the Terrorblade. If you're anything even or behind, you just get dumpstered by Terrorblade. Like, Terrorblade just owns you, despite having the Lincolns.
Well, and I mean, Puck is sitting behind here. Lifestealer doesn't have buyback. Nobody in the game actually right now on the Radiant team has buyback, and in fact, Clockwork is just gone. LGD.
Rex?
I mean, just like that, it turns. Like you said, one fight, and then they're down here bottom, take a lane of Rex. The silence is there from the Puck, but he's not going to be able to do anything.
They already used their glyph. Oh no, this is bad. Rex is going to go down.
Really bad. Tier 2 towers are still standing in the other lanes, but this one is for sure gone.
It's a Terrorblade, man. You're not even... Oh, Carapace? Carapace?
Oh god. Razor, he's caught again, but they're just trying to back out at least for now. Is Stinger really chasing this? They just TP away right in his face, but the Yule Scepter lift up. They're going to catch at least the Jakiro.
He wants the Jakiro.
But it is the most Pyrrhic of victories.
He had 2 options, the Nyx and the Jakiro, like both in front of him, and he actually chose the Jakiro.
Would you have chosen the Nyx?
Yeah, of course. The Nyx was position 4. He was like, I don't know. I think he just like, oh, Jakiro has a bigger model. I'm just gonna click on this guy. or he might actually be expecting someone else to actually cancel the Nyx because Nyx bought out in that fight, so it would have been a pretty good, decent amount of death time.
I guess Jakiro was also like further away from the base, so it was closer to cancel a Nyx TP for his next teammate.
Yeah, it actually makes sense. You're right. So right now, F fight is actually huge. Out of after that last 2 fights, he has his Maelstrom and Hurricane Pike completed, and is on top of that he has the level 15 talent, which is the point where the hero becomes so awesome, plus 75 damage. You know, in our trip to the LAN cafe yesterday, I was playing a lot of Wyvern, and I realized how fun it is when you hit level 15. Plus 75.
I feel like I saw one of them take like a movement speed talent the other day, and I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I saw that too. I think it was position 5 Wyvern. It was like he was having a rough game, and like, I'm probably not going to be able to hit people. So I can understand that, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have you're gonna want the plus 75 with your Arctic Burn. You have the bonus attack range. You're having a good game. You're gonna do a lot of damage. Imagine the amount of damage you're doing. You know, with the 75 damage and the % damage from the bird. For sure, you're actually killing the core.
Oh man, Katarayama in some trouble. Ame pops up. They don't find the impale onto Katarayama, but they will lose Excel. I think you take that for a Metamorphosis cooldown. The problem is there might be more coming from LGD.
Yep. This tower is more likely going to go down. Very likely. Yao's going to scout that, oh guys, Roshan is up. Maybe we should secure the Rosh before we go high ground. That might be the case right now for LGD. They are a Chinese team, so Chinese teams are always very disciplined about high ground. They do not rush things.
Stinger? He's tempting fate. That Sentry Ward. Does he decide to walk in? I mean, you gotta go for this, right? You have to move in and try and make this happen. They don't know that he's invis, and oh, he walks inside the Sentry Ward. No, he blinks away. He's gonna live there for a second, but
LGD's gonna be unable to fight for a bit. They don't have Metamorphosis, so I think that Oh, they don't care. Okay, they don't care. They're gonna smoke. They don't care.
Time to party, time to go. Stinger gonna get caught, rooted, impaled, not on the mark. Now the rest of Infamous is here. The hook shot goes through, but they do get the curse. Is that gonna be enough damage to bring the rest of them down? Razor has a heart at this point as well, so he is quite hard to kill. They jump forward, Ame caught the cogs. They drop the wards as well, and that's almost a kill onto the Ember, but he's able to somehow get away again. They caught a coil onto 3. It's not really enough to really bring anybody down, and in fact, FY almost kills off Stinger there. Pepita, the only one standing strong.
Look at the damage.
Based upon the percentage of HP is really destroying them. They can't take down Ame either. Pepita just being kited to all hell. He doesn't have anything to do. They can't stop him. Oh my god. And now they try and get away again. They have a phase shift, and that's about it right now for this Puck, who is trying desperately to get out of here. They have the orb, and unfortunately can't use it.
Yeah, get a heart against Arctic Burn. Arctic Burn is percent damage, so it doesn't really matter if you have a heart or you don't have a heart. You just need a BKB against the Nyx and the Wyvern.
Well, and against Arctic Burn as well.
Yeah, it makes no sense that you actually get a heart. Because it doesn't really make you tankier against the Arctic Burn. You're still taking that amount, the percent amount of damage. Yeah, so he definitely needs BKB. Without a BKB, he's gonna die. Carapace, Ice, like the Ice Path, everything's like literally owning him in the fights. All the magic disables the spells.
Now, Roshan down, Cheese on Terrorblade. I believe it's Ember that picked up the Aegis, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's got it. Not really much standing in the way of LGD. Looking to close this one out, except for Tier 2 towers.
This game is pretty much over for Infamous, very close to over. Like, their lineup, if anything, even it's an even game. Like, right now, LGD has a 5k lead.
Right.
But even the game is like 0. No net worth lead. That will already be very bad for Infamous.
Yeah. Well, and thinking about how you get back into it at this point, it feels like you need to like split push, but they don't really have the best heroes for it, and Ember can almost solo kill anybody.
Shadow Shaman split push. Dude, Pups, this is the best. You know, I hated the Shadow Shaman plays in my team all the time, and you could actually win the team fight, but they are actually split pushing. Look at this Razor.
Yeah, he doesn't really do anything, man.
Arctic Burn, look at his
so much damage, like 200 per second almost. He keeps on going down low. They do kill off some illusions here. Meanwhile, off to the side, Schofield need to hook shot away because they're just chasing this poor Clockwork down. The wards are there, but not really doing anything.
Okay, next
all right, jump forward, decent silence. Better Force Staff though, as Jakiro is able to escape yet again. Nobody dying from LGD. Meanwhile, the Puck is already down. And they just get set up for a round 2 to go again.
What can they do? They have buyback on the Puck, so they have to go now. If they're not going to go, there's no way they win this game.
There's going to be the impale again. Puck buys back. Time to party. Can they do enough? They've got one caught. The longest shackles in the world. He's Force Staffed twice and going to be Cold Embrace. They can't bring him down though. Ice Path down as well. Puck going to get caught by it. Not able to escape. Let's get a Yule Scepter lift up. And, well, unfortunately for them, Schofield is going to be brought down yet again. Still more Arctic Burn damage out there. Excel just trying to hold on to him, but they can't make it work. 3 are dead. No buybacks. 27 to 27, but this is looking like good game.
So, match MVP. Won LGD again. More like, I don't know, a bit of Infamous. Yeah, definitely a bit of Infamous that they made certain mistakes. I mean, LGD in the early game as well made a lot of mistakes. Definitely not a very clean game from either side. You're probably not going to be happy even if you won this game as LGD. The game was really rocky, a lot of like really sloppy moments. But still, if I were to want to highlight someone that played really well in the game, I think Yao and the Nyx definitely won a lot of the important team fights for LGD.
Yeah, that one team fight up there